Yeah, I have something. Let me modify it a bit.
Okay. I also have opened it from Google. Can I take this?
Let me see. Yeah, you can take that as well. That also works.
Okay, so I'll take this complete.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm, okay, it has both input and output. Okay, but we want only a one-way service.
Okay.
We'll talk about two-way service later. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just pasting you something on email. I will send it to you. Okay.
Okay.
I just prepared it now. I should be able to paste it on email, right? Let me see.
Uh, Try it on chat window. I can take it from there as well.
Okay, I don't know this much will get pasted over there. Let me try. See if you can take it. I just sent you on a message, the chat window.
Yes. Yes.
You got only half of it. Why?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, let me see again.
Yeah, it's only this
Yeah,
much.
it is. Okay, let me send it on an email. Okay, I'll reply on
Uh,
that email.
yeah. Okay.
I cannot attach from my machine. It's my company's machine.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't allow me to attach on Google. So I just pasted it. Let me know if once you receive it.
You sent me an email, right?
Yeah, I replied to the same email thread what
Okay.
we were using to communicate. Oh, I sent it only to Aditya, I guess. Let me forward it to you as well. Yeah, now you should have it.
Okay.
Why are you not getting it?
No, I'll get. Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
Okay. No, just you just need to save this with .wsdl extension. Okay.
Mhm.
So we are let us understand what this document is talking about. Okay. So this is a one-way service. A one-way service, which if you look at it right, it has only one operation. If you scroll down, you will understand. See, there is only one operation, which is hello world request. Otherwise, let's say if you're talking about two-way service, you'll have two operations. One is a request operation, the other one is a response operation. Okay, so because we
Okay.
are talking about we want this service to be a one-way service, it has only one operation. We'll see what how to build a two-way service also. Now
Okay.
you'll also, if you look, like, this has only one message, which is the input message. It is not having any output message, right?
Right.
Let's say if you're talking about two-way service, it will have output message also. And what are the attributes you are going to send back as part of the response? That will be part of the output message.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, okay. Let's go ahead and try this. Okay. Let's create a connection, a SOAP connection, as we talked, the same thing that we talked earlier. And just let us follow the same steps what we did. And let's see how we do this.
Okay.
So are you in the right page? So to create a connection, the first thing is we need to go to the connection space.
Oh,
Right now, if I'm not, we are in the integration space.
yes.
So it will be more of a question and answer session now. I'll be asking questions and you will
Okay.
be telling me the answers. Okay,
Sure, sure.
that is the best way to learn. So you will remember. Okay, instead
Yeah.
I'm telling everything. If you start answering and start talking, it will be easy for you.
Right, right.
So now you're in connection space. You just do whatever you're supposed to do. If you are going wrong, I'll talk about it.
Okay. So I need to create a SOAP connection.
Right.
Select connection name.
Yeah. So the one thing we just need to understand, when we are giving names, right, it should be
Mm-hmm.
very meaningful, because this is
Okay.
only your pod. You will be able to understand what you are doing here. Okay. But let us say
Right,
if you are talking about a real-time pod which is being used by no, you can keep it. I'm just giving you more insight. What will happen?
right,
So there
right,
will
right.
be, if for my organization, for the client I'm working on, there are around, say, 300 to 400 connections.
Okay.
So based on your application, what you are doing, and what is your module you're working on, and basically what is this connection type? Is it a SOAP, or what is this operation type? Is it a one way, two way? You can use, for example, what I will do is remove that RP,
Okay.
hello world underscore SOAP underscore one way connection, one way underscore CONN. So you just need to create these standards based on, let's say, whatever client you work. For example, if I'm working for Flipkart, what I will do
Mm-hmm.
is I'll just put an FP at the start of the connection.
Right. So
So that
here,
is the yeah,
here you are saying, right? Yeah. So
yes,
that's
yes.
why I gave
It,
my initials.
right, right. It can be different also. I mean, some companies doesn't want their name to be there in any part of the integration. For those, we'll just rip it off. We'll remove it. So yeah,
Okay.
so this is how we can decide the naming convention. Yeah, now go ahead.
Sure. Sure. So I'll be using trigger and invoke both, or shall I use
Okay.
trigger?
It's up to you. It's based. Sometimes what happens is you might end up using this kind of connection somewhere in the middle of the integration. You can go with trigger for now, but I better ask you to go with trigger and invoke.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
And always make it a practice to put some description what
Right.
this connection is used for. This connection is used to expose a service which accepts uh, first name and last name as the input, and processes that data to generate hello hello world, or basically to generate some greetings to the user. So that kind
Okay.
of a description you can put. That is the best practice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay, so the connection is created. I
yeah,
need to save that.
yes. Hold on, hold on. Let's talk about each and everything in detail. Just scroll up.
Okay.
You create, no, no, scroll up. Yeah.
Mhm.
So your connection is created. What is the next thing that is there? Email address. You
Yes.
scroll down. Yeah, there it is. This email address is basically meant to notify the user or the administrator of this connection if some change is being done on this particular connection. Let us say you created this connection, and let's say tomorrow I am changing this connection,
Mhm.
and you will get notified whenever this connection gets changed. That is
Right.
the
Okay.
sole purpose of that email address. Okay. Yeah. Now let us configure this connection. Let's see how you will do this.
Okay. So shall I save this first or after
Yeah, it's already.
specifying the it's
Yeah,
already
after
saved?
specifying, you can save it.
Okay. So WSDL URL.
Yeah, there is a configure connectivity option there. Yes, click on that. Then this will get popped up.
Okay. Yes. So I
See here
don't
it
have a
says
URL.
you don't have a URL. You are supposed to upload a file. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
So now let us. There is a radio button over there. Yeah, select that, and now it will allow you to upload a file. There it is at the end. There is WSDL. Hello world.wsdl.
Yes.
I see. The last one. Yeah.
So we don't have a target server.
No, we don't have target. TLS version can be empty. Yeah, this suppression of insertion of timestamp. You can select it as no for both request and response.
No, this should be yes.
Suppression. Yeah, no, it should be yes. Sorry, it should be yes. You want to suppress the
Insert.
time. You don't want to pass the timestamp. Yeah, you don't
Okay.
want to pass the timestamp as part of the input message, right? That is
Yes.
the reason. For let's say if you are dealing with secure data, what we basically do is we pass the timestamp also that this request was sent at so and so time. You don't accept this request if it goes beyond 60 seconds. We will mention that also. We are not dealing
Okay.
with that kind of data now. So what we'll do is let us suppress the timestamps
Okay.
for both request and in response as well.
This is no. So identity key store alias name. This is optional.
This is we don't have any alias name. We are not
So I'll
using
say
any identical. We are not using any key stores. Yeah.
yes. Okay. So now comes security.
Just click OK and you're done. You'll be done with this. Why is your screen stuck for me? I'm still seeing your.
Okay. I'll just stop sharing and share it again.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Now select here. There are two options, right? You can either go with username token, basic authentication, or no security policy at all. Let us go with basic authentication.
So username is with the one I logged in, right?
You are
Do I need to pass the
correct,
username
correct.
password here?
Use the same username and password. Yes, while invoking this service, you are needed to pass the username and password. I will explain you how we do that also.
Okay. Okay.
Now, what is your connection completion percentage? Scroll up. It is 85%, right?
Yes.
Save it and test it again so it becomes 100%. You will be able to use any connection in integration only once you reach that 100% mark.
Right. So I just need to do test, right? No validation.
Yes. Not required. Validation is not required. Just test it. Okay.
Okay, it's done.
Now you are ready with the connection. Let's close this and start creating the integration.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a close option there. Test, close, save. Yeah.
Now I'll go to integration.
Right.
So it will be
So we know, is it a real-time interface or a scheduled interface? The first thing we need to avoid is we are not talking about scheduled. We are not talking about file transfer. We are not talking about subscribe. We are not talking about public or publish or basic routing. We are talking about an integration which does some data processing. So it is app driven. App driven in the sense it is going to be an event based. Someone is going to trigger something which will invoke my integration.
okay. So do I need to give package name here?
No, no, not needed. We'll talk about packages later. We did not create any package right now, so we cannot associate this integration with any package.
Okay.
To use any package, first we need to create a package.
Oh, okay. So I'll use
Yes. Just put hello world request. Yeah. Everything gets populated based on the WSDL we have uploaded, right?
right.
No, we don't have any response. No headers. Yes. Yes. Done. This is simple. Once we create the connection, rest of the things are pretty much simple, Ravinder. Only thing is identifying that prerequisites is where we
Yes.
need to spend more time so that these things will be easier for us.
Okay. Okay.
Now, what we want to do is we want to basically concat or basically create a greeting message saying that hello Ravinder, good morning or good evening, whatever it is. So for
Right.
that to happen, if you want to any perform any kind of manipulations or any kind of massaging on top of data, it has to be done through a mapper. Okay. Now,
Okay.
uh, between that stop and the start, there is, you if you go into that arrow mark, you will get a plus symbol. Click there and add a mapper. No, not there. You see, you have a hello world request. Go down still. Put on that line. There is a line connecting hello world request. Are you not seeing a mapper file there? Okay. Can you drag? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Search for a map.
Okay. No.
Yeah. A mapper will not work unless and until you have an endpoint to invoke. Let us add the same endpoint, the same connection as the end. Yeah.
Yes.
There on the plus. Once again, you go to the plus symbol. Yes, and add the same connection. What? So yeah, the same thing. No, no, no.
Invoke.
No, no, no. Yeah, in the invokes you have that RP Hello World soap connection, right?
Right. 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 This one.
Yeah, yeah. See, you cannot do any operation just like that. You have to invoke some endpoint, right? That's
Yes.
why it's giving that error.
Okay.
So just create some dummy endpoint, or this is just dummy for us to get that mapping thing working. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just go. You cannot use the same name. You have to change
Okay.
the name. Right. See, why we are creating this endpoint is to make sure we can use a mapper there. This is only for our understanding purpose, right? So we can play with it.
Okay.
See, now the mapper gets created automatically. You don't need to add it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
there
one,
it
right?
is. Yes, yes. Click on it and go to edit mode. Whatever you see on the left side of the this mapper pane, right? The left pane is nothing but your source information, whatever you're getting from the source.
Okay.
Okay, if I'm not wrong, first term is first name, last name, att1, attribute 1, attribute 2, 3, 4. These are all the tags which you have defined in your WSDL as input message, right?
Yes.
The same is being shown here. Whatever you're seeing on the right side of your mapping document or the mapper UI is basically your the target information, target tags, the
Okay.
endpoints. If you just click on that, just click, open it, open that complex element, you will see the same information. The reason being we are using the same connection as the start point and as well as the end point.
Okay. Okay.
That is the reason you are seeing the same information.
Okay. Got
Now
it.
what we want to do is you are passing the first name and the last name as the input, and let us do one thing. Uh, in add to and we want to say hello first name last name
Mm-hmm.
to be passed to attribute 1. Okay.
Okay.
So and also we'll do mapping also. Let's map first name to first name. It's just a drag and drop, right? Now, but what attribute one wants is attribute one wants a greeting message saying that hello first name space last name.
Right.
Okay, we want to do that. So how do we do that is using some functions,
Mm-hmm.
accessibility functions. Just is chat